Hey, it's Carlton Brown Foundation TV show. Boom, boom. Live behind the scenes.
Oh shoot, I gotta stop. Alright, where am I going here?
Hey, it's the Carlton Brown Foundation TV show. I'd like to welcome y'all to my show today, and it's going to be a powerful show. So, we're going to start this show off because this is going to be one of the most powerful shows in the African world because you're going to get the truth today. The truth that all leaders across the world are fearful of talking about. So I'm going to lead it off with a quote from Edmund Burke. The only way that evil can prevail is that good people do nothing. So this is the type of show it's going to be about today. So you want to hold on and you want to check this out because it's getting ready to get real, right? Getting ready to get real. So here we go. Can you come with the first photo, my editor? And we're going to tell you about what's going on here. Very powerful show today. Waiting on the first one to come up. It's going to be about the African Union. Well, this is a picture of Benjamin Franklin. Okay, in the school system, in the European social engineering that they're doing to our children, in order to teach them that they're slaves and that they are not the indigenous people and that their land belongs to them and they are the original native people based on the study done in the United Nations 2 years ago, DNA test. And Benjamin Franklin, go up to YouTube and look up Benjamin Franklin, the serial killer. Benjamin Franklin was a serial killer. Benjamin Franklin was the first one who opened up the anatomy network where they dissect bodies and body parts, trying to see how the body worked. They were killing people, to get cadavers. They had some people grave robbing, and then they also had people of African descent that were murdered in order to dissect their bodies and steal their organs and stuff like that. These are the type of people that we're dealing with. So as you go through this show, we're going to show you who these people are. They are the European, so-called European name change. They are the Khazarian Empire genocide cult. Can you go to the next photo, my editor? And what they were, is they worship the Babylonian Talmud, which is the ones that the Anunnaki Jews use. This is a speech that they teach about Abraham Lincoln. They talking about how good of a person he was, and he was responsible for the emancipation of the African people. Well, we're gonna listen to this insane person and these fairy tales that they are teaching in schools, talking about it's an education. It says, despite frequent spinning of the speeches of both newspapers, there appears to be a consensus on Lincoln Charleston remarks regarding the racial equality. The Chicago Times report reprint in Harold Holzer's 1993 Lincoln-Douglas debates does not significantly vary from that published by the Press and Tribune. I will say then that I am not nor ever have been in favor of making voters of Negroes. or jurors or qualify them to hold office or having them to marry the white people. I will say, in addition, that there is a physical difference between the white and black races. We're going to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt with the physical evidence today, showing it to the world. Which I suppose will forever forbid the two races living together upon the terms of social and political equality, and insomuch as they cannot so live, that while they do remain together, they must be in the position of the man of superior. They must be in the position of superior and inferior. That I, as much as any other man, am in favor of a superior position being assigned to the white man. This is a very powerful, in the schools they teaching us how good of a man he was, and he was assassinated and all this stuff. Well, okay, they kill each other. Same stuff they do today. But remember, he said that the differences between the races was scientific. They already knew this. The African world already knew this before they came in, enslaved the people through an act of war from the Queen of England, all her allies, troops, Arabs, Asians, all of them together with the Europeans, right? Came here with the British, right? And separated the mothers from the children. The only way that you can keep the history from being passed on, you got to keep it from passing on to the child. This is what they're doing today. He said the superior position being assigned to the white man. That doesn't mean, he said there will always be a difference, superior and inferior. No matter if you marry them, be with them, this is your position. Can you go on to the next photo, my editor? Getting ready to be a very powerful show. Okay, this is Thomas Jefferson, George Washington in this photo. This is Christopher Columbus. This is the gentleman over in Pompeii that killed over 10 million Africans, chopping off their legs and limbs, was never even wrote into history. These are all the people on the dollar bill. These people right here. Okay, I'm going to tell you, can you leave that up? I'm going to tell you about an experiment by Dr. Emoto. If you take the word money and you take some rice and put it in a jar of water and tape the word, don't say nothing, thought and intent, tape the word money on it and it'll rot. Tape the word love on it. The reason that the money rots, the water and the rice rots, is because these people were all serial killers, slave owners. Terrorism is one of the areas where white people do most of the work and get none of the credit. This is the photo we're sending out to the people. This is the truth. This is all of their historical figures. Even Adolf Hitler is in it as well. These people, Jeffrey Dahmer is in it. If you go to the Old Testament, we're going to have a show next week where it describes who these people are. The first one that came into the world, his skin was red, their skin. They're known as the children of Esau. They're also known as the children of Lucifer, which is the deceiver, right? This is who they are. The Old Testament bears witness to this. This is why they don't want you to read it. This is why they have a Caesar Borealis, who was a rapist, a homosexual, right? And a murderer, right? And you are worshiping him as God, right? And teaching your children and passing these traditions down to your children. And then you're going to ask the youth in the community what's wrong with them. Can you go on to the next photo, please, my editor? Very powerful show today. We're bringing the evidence to the world. Okay, everybody has a question about the Illuminati, right? Oh, the Illuminati this, the Illuminati's coming. Well, okay, who created the Illuminati? The children of Lucifer. The word Lucifer also / means the deceiver. They come, they are his children. They are still deceiving the world. They said they will rise. He said he will rise to the stars as if he was God. He will sit at the mouth of the congregation to mislead the people, and he will be brought down to the hellfire. And this is where they're trying to take you. And you are participating in this based on your own actions. Powerful show next week with all the scriptures and everything. Well, we're going to go to this photo. We're going to read this. Leave this up there, my editor. On May 1st, 1776, Adam Weishaupt, a Jesuit professor of the Vatican canon law, founded Illuminati. The Jesuits and Adam Weishaupt, a professor of the Vatican canon law, the captain reads, Adam Weishaupt embarked the Jesuits, Grundy, I. Number one, May 1976, der Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt, Jesuits founded the secret society of the Illuminati on May 1st, 1776. May 1st, Adam Weishaupt began his formal education. We're going to go up here and read this. We're going to show this to the people. He began his formal education at age 7 at the Jesuit school, a Catholic school. And Pope Clement the 14th suppression of the Society of the Jesuits in 1773. Weishaupt became a Jesuit professor in 1772 in canon law, a position that was held exclusively by the Jesuits until that time. On May 1st, 1776, formed the Illuminati Jesuit order. The actual character of the society modeled the Jesuits. So you want to know who the Illuminati is, young people? Y'all got all the rappers up there telling you who the Illuminati is? Well, here it is right here. A professional TV show coming soon to be uploaded to YouTube and everywhere. And we want to go on to the next photo because now it's no longer a mystery. The Catholic Church and a Jesuits created the Illuminati. The Vatican, this is the next one. The Vatican is not associated to Christianity. The Catholic Church, the Vatican, is not associated to Christianity. It is an ancient Babylonian pagan cult based on the worship of the sun pagan gods. Billions are unknowingly worshiping Lucifer. Lucifer is the deceiver. That's what the word Lucifer means. It does not mean a spirit. In the Old Testament, it tells you Lucifer was a man. It tells you when he came out of the womb, they said, behold, because no one in the earth desisted like this with red skin, right? The European, they changed their name. They are the Khazarian Empire. They went into Babylon and defeated them with a 40,000 army. They came out of the jungle of the Asians, right? The Asians ran them out of their country. They were so evil and wicked and genocidal, and they ran them into what we now call today Europe and Russia, right? This is the Khazarian Empire, a genocide cult. They worship the Babylonian Talmud. Go to YouTube and look up the Babylonian Talmud, and the truth will bear witness to itself. We're going to read this again. The Vatican is not associated with Christianity. It is an ancient Babylonian pagan cult based on the worship of the sun and pagan gods. Billions are unknowingly worshiping Lucifer, the deceiver, who stands at the mouth of the congregation in order to deceive the world. We're going to go on to the next photo, my people. Your powerful show today. Very powerful, Now, we're going to go on to the next photo. Abraham Lincoln said in his speech, Abraham Lincoln said that the difference between the races was scientific, right? We knew this before they subjugated our people, because there was a separation from the people. People didn't marry one another, right? They separated the kids, socially engineered them, right? And killed the parents. They didn't separate them from the mothers and the parents got to live on and have more babies. They killed them and then enslaved their children. This is the Caucasian, what they call today, the Khazarian, the children of Lucifer in the Old Testament, right? The redskin. This is the rhesus monkey gene they have, that if you sleep with them, if you have a baby by them, your body, the black woman, will automatically attack its immune system, because they track the recessive gene, because it is foreign. It is a poison to us. This is why he told you the only solution to the races living together politically and any other way had to be a separation. The recessive monkey gene, we have the same blood type, RH factor, right? Set. Right? This is why they want to give you a blood test. This is why they want you to give you your blood, and they extract the minerals and sources from it. This is who they are. These are Lucifer's children hiding in plain sight, still being deceiver that their father was. When Lucifer came out, he was part animal. They have a mutation of the gene. The mutation is called the recesses, right? Go up and Google it. You know, this is the age of information. We must teach our children. We must teach our women of African descent. If you kiss a European woman, African man of descent, your body automatically develops anticoaguli and attacks the recessive gene that it came into your body, your immune system. This is a fact. Right? If you trade semen, if you get a blood transfusion and it's European people's blood, our body, because we are born immune deficient, we are the original children of Judah, the Hebrew Israelite people, the Ashkenazi fake Jews, the Caucasians are all deceivers. They went into 1948 and created Israel. Not one of their ancestors out of the Khazarian Empire ever set a foot in the Holy Land. The only way they set a foot in the Holy Land was to commit genocide, murder, and kill humanity. We tried to teach them. We taught them how to bathe. We taught them everything they need to know. They came and stole our technology up underground. Because see, we are a righteous people. We are a godly people. We are the original Hebrews. We are the original children of God, and it bears witness in our DNA. This is why when our women, you have to have a shot in the hospital. See, Lincoln didn't foresee that. Lincoln didn't foresee, because back then when the black men, some of the babies made it through, and then the majority of them died. You remember seeing the movie, the New Enhanced movie about Dracula trying to grow the children, and they needed Frankenstein's mind and his DNA in order, his energy, in order to make their children have life. This is what this story is all about. It's about the recessive monkey gene and the shot they developed to keep our black women so they could continue to wipe us out as a people. This is your reality. This is the truth. Whether you want to accept it, whether you want to face it, these are the people, the children of Lucifer, hiding in plain sight, exterminating the original children of Judah. Long live the Lion of Judah, Rastafari. Can you go on to the next photo, please, my editor? Thank you very much. Okay, you want to know about Christianity. Well, the Catholic Church wears the same robe as the Ku Klux Klan, right? The Catholic Church wears the same, he wears a red one, right? The Grand Dragon in America wears a red one. The Ashkenazi Jews, at the end of the word is Nazis. This is all a coordinated plan together. So I want to read this to you. Former enslaved Mr. Jack Riddle, at 107 years old, and his wife, Josie Riddle, in 1948, right? They talking about 400 years. This is 1948, right? You've been hoodwinked and bamboozled. with Satan claws, and the KKK taking time out to play fake good guy for a photo opportunity by giving them a radio for Christmas so they could hear the word of the Lord, so they could be deceived by the image and forced to receive the image of Cyril Borealis, a homosexual, right? A rapist. He even raped his own sister, an incester, and a murderer. Proof positive that your enemy can play nice all the while destroying your people at the same time. Yes, this was 1948. Very powerful Satan clause, right? You know, all this stuff was manufactured. Saint Nick was a real person. He used to be all dressed in gold, and he was very, very rich. And he used to go around and give the poor people gold and riches and presents, right? Everywhere he went. This is where the image of Saint Nick, you know, this stuff was ingrained into us. So they had to take it hostage and twist it. This is how sick. This is what you're dealing with. These are the people you're dealing with. No matter how nice, no matter how much they smile in your face, they will side with their next door neighbors and keep their secrets so they can hide in plain sight, killing humanity. I have to bring you the truth. I prayed to the ancestors, poured libation this morning. They told me to rise up and awaken the children of Judah. All right? We're going to go on to the next photo, y'all. We're going to go on to the next photo. Very powerful show. We're going to take the black man's oath today. We're going to take the black man's oath today. Black man oath. As of today, I have no problem with other black men. My goal is not to hurt or harm you, but support and uplift you. We have enough enemies. Be safe out there, black man. We're going to read this again. And this goes for the black woman too, because you are included in this oath. Because if the black man steps forward, that means he's going to take care of the black woman. Black man oath. As of today, I have no problem with other black men. My goal is not to hurt or harm you, but to support and uplift you. We have enough enemies. Be safe out there, black man. Be safe out there, black man. Be safe out there, black man. Okay, that's what we're about today. Can you go on to the next one? If there's a next one, my editor. If not, we're gonna move on to the readings today, because you know we wanna talk about Karl Marx. You know we wanna talk about okay, they created the Israel in 1948. The Rothschilds, right, went in and exterminated all the African people. It was originally East Africa, right? That's what it is. It's originally East Africa, right? That's what this is, right? Only thing that separates it from the continent of Africa is the Suez Canal that they dug in order to deceive the people. Remember, we're dealing with the children of Lucifer, the deceiver. Lucifer means deceiver. He was a man. It's in the Old Testament. I have the professional show, and you can hear it from God's book. You can hear God tell you, they're not my words. They say, oh, you full of hate, boo, 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 boo. It's because y'all got the media, right? It tells all about them and how they're going, and it tells you their future as well. We're going to be talking about that next week. We're going to read this to you. Karl Marx used the term Holocaust, right? Revolutionary Holocaust, right? He's talking about the Holocaust of the people of African descent. In 1856, created the Israel flag. You say it's the Star of David. Karl Marx created it, and it represents 666, which is us. 6 protons, neutrons, and atom. This is our makeup as the perfect creation. This is not the devil. Lucifer, the children of Lucifer, the man, the deceiver, is the Satan, the devil. They are his children. This is a fact. Their recessive gene bears witness, straight poison to the original people. To exterminate the people of African descent, the Israeli flag does not mean the Star of David. It was created by Karl Marx in 1856. Go look it up. Go Google it. In the age of information, ignorance is a choice. And that's a fact. So we're going to go on. We're going to go on with this show. You know, and I want to read this to you. Because not only do we want to talk about the problem, we want to talk about what is the solution to this problem without us trying to kill all our people. We're going to have to rise up one thing, create our own military, and remove the democracy system that they created, the deceivers. Their system is a deceiver. That's why they pay your government or give them military arms so they can subjugate you. So whenever you rise up, they beat y'all down, they shoot y'all, they torture y'all to subjugate y'all. They're doing the same thing over here in America. They shoot them down in the streets. They so scared over here, they don't want to step out of line over here. They'll even go and marry them and sleep with them, and even knowing they pure evil. Because our children today are the children of a new generation of the information highway. So they're not uninformed. They know what's going on. They just refuse to look because of economic genocide. They have made it so hard that you have to put your whole body out in order to think you're going to have a good life. But Abraham Lincoln told you what was going to happen. He said, there will always be unless we separate it, superior and inferior. Okay, we're going to read this. Acknowledge the responsibilities of the African diaspora. This is the Carlton Brown Foundation, Ohio, non-reporting corporation papers, unincorporated association, registered in the State Department and the United Nations. Acknowledge responsibility for the African diaspora and host National AU Conference in Africa and diaspora to review implementation of programming and action to hold the 9th Pan-African Congress in the USA. And she'll have following committees to provide support: peace and security, political affairs, infrastructure and energy, social affairs and health, human resources, science and technology, trade and industry, rural economy, agriculture, economic affairs, women and gender, giving women rights, 50% men, 50% women in everything that we do, government, economics, their own bank, everything. Cross-cutting programming. These are the mandates of the Friends of the African Union, FAU Ed Corp, Economic Development Public Benefit Company, FAU Chamber of Commerce, Friends of the African Union USA Bureau, FAU East Cleveland, FAU Ohio, FAU Cincinnati, Ohio, Friends of the African Union, FAU Newark, New Jersey, Friends of the African Union, Friends of the African Union Bermuda, Americans Bureau, Cincinnati Empowerment Corporation, FAU Operations Center, Congress of the Black Natives Americans, Infinity Building Economics, Black Political Action Committee, Lord and Blessings Foundation, the FAU Mighty Forefront, Carlton Brown Foundation, the Black Methodist Church Renewal Chapter of Keys of the Kingdom United Methodist Church, and Cato Asset Services help community development. Very powerful collaboration. We brought in the rosters. We brought in people all over the world. We are about that change today. We are the biggest organization. Go up to FAUchamber.org and learn about this new system that we are setting up. We are waiting for the African Union to vote and to hopefully ratify and bring into flourishing the 6th region. In Africa, there's 5 regions: North, East, West, South, and Central, right? The newly 6th region includes the diaspora. All of the people of African descent outside the continent of Africa. We are that change today. And that's what it's about today. So, I want to leave you with a powerful quote from one of my ancestors who spoke to me when I was 11 years old. And he said, love is the keys to the kingdom of heaven within myself. And if I get lost or forget or fall down, all I have to do is ask an angel, and I'll know him or her when they speak. Because it is an action word and something that you do, and it will manifest into the world of the living for all to see, like you are seeing now. Remember, it's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. I love you.
Wave to the camera. It's coming out for you.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful show today. You know, I had to bring it like that today. You know, I went up on Facebook and, you know, they try to block my stuff, you know, because I'm teaching, you know, the African world. And so, okay, we're going to bring it to TV. We're going to bring it to the world. You know, now we have our own way to program our own people with the truth instead of the children who are the deceivers, right? You are being deceived all around the world. Now you have the truth. Research it, Google it. Because see, the light of truth is the only thing, the light of truth, that can reveal the light on the deceiver so he can no longer hide in plain sight doing the wickedness that he does. This is the day of judgment. In the Old Testament, it says that Esau, which is the father of Lucifer, the deceiver, that's what it means. Lucifer means deceiver. The children of the deceiver, right, is the only way that they cannot hide in plain sight and continue to kill humanity. So that's what it's about today. It's about us becoming the change that is required together. It's about us teaching the youth so that they are more informed on how they can better protect themselves, our forever beloved African human children and our forever beloved future African human family. Long live Zimbabwe, long live Ghana, long live South Africa, and long live all of Mama Africa. Remember, it's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about us learning to dance in the rain together, because black folk, we all we got. And that's a fact.